Take it forward quite a bit until you can comfortably
reach the pedals.
Don't worry about the pedals. Get the side stick first. So there you go. And then reach down, grab the spring-loaded portion here, and let the pedals come out to where you're comfortable. There you go. All right.
Tiny Betty.
While we're doing that, I'm going to just get us set up here.
Shoulder harness or okay.
7,000 damage.
AC, you overshot Centennial.
Scared.
It's nothing to be scared of. It's no different than when I do IOE.
You're right.
Some of the guys I have nowadays, you probably have more experience.
Really?
I'm just kidding.
This is wild.
All right, so we're going to set you up to land runway 35 left in Denver.
Okay. Is there a way to go up on the seat?
Yep, it's another button. It's the one in the front. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Perfect. That looks good.
So I'm not doing anything.
Not yet.
Okay, you tell me when.
I will. Let's see here. We're going to stop right here. Speed 0. And I got to change the runway real quick. Set, 35 left. There you go. And you can actually move the seat forward.
Oh, cool.
Using that button.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, righty. So, we're going to get you set up to land runway 35 left in Denver. And we're going to help expedite things.
My hand is starting to sweat.
I'm excited for this.
Okay, good.
I'm like, at some point I want to try. Not today, obviously, but I'm jealous. Don't mess it up, AC.
I have control real quick.
Oh my god.
Got the airport?
Yeah.
Just going a little bit further here. That's Buckley Air Force Base right there.
This one right here.
Yes. Alright, so okay, so our runway is straight ahead at 21 miles. So what we're going to do now is, this is a straight in approach to ILS runway 35 left. We're going to start configuring the wing so we can actually go slower.
Sure.
In the state it's in right now, we'd stall before we can land. Alright, so go ahead and disconnect the autopilot. And the way you do that is pressing the red button on the side stick. There you go. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to follow that yellow dot is going to tell you which way to go. So see how it wants you to go a little to the right? That green line. So take that yellow dot and put it right in the middle of the vertical and horizontal bars. There you go. And it's going to guide you all the way down. And the trick with it is you don't hold the side stick like this. You hold it like an egg. There you go. Now in just a little bit, the vertical line's going to start coming down. And that's going to be our vertical guidance bringing us down. Now what I tell all the guys, new guys I'm flying with, is we want to be over top of this fix right here called Diamond Intersection, which is about 5 miles from the airport, doing 170 knots and just putting the gear down. So I don't care how they do it, but as long as they do it, they're going to be in good shape. Yep, it's coming down. So you're about ready, and now it's going to start having you come down. So I'm going to bring the flaps to 1. So pilot flying would say flaps 1, and I'd say speed checks flaps 1. We're getting a little behind, so you'll say gear down.
Gear down.
Gear down. That's where we say, flight attendants, please prepare for arrival. Now see how you need to bring it down even more?
Do I go forward?
Yep, that's it. Push the stick forward. And say flaps 2.
Flaps 2.
Speed checks, flaps 2. Set your missed approach altitude to 10,000. This is where they'd say Frontier Flight 1, you're cleared to land. Come back and say Frontier Flight 1, cleared to land runway 35 left.
I lost all that?
Yeah, you don't care, you're
I was
fine.
like, oh my god, okay.
All right, now it's starting to come back up, so start bringing it up a little bit. There you go. Looking good. And now, on these visual approaches where we can see, you look inside and then you look out at the end of the runway. Then you look inside and out, and that's a constant.
Right.
And as we get closer, I'll have you put your hand on the thrust lever. So go ahead and do that now. And you won't bring them back yet. Alright, so see how we're getting a little low. You want to pull back just a bit. Perfect, right there. And then look at the end of the runway. Then back inside. Now when I tell you to, as we get real close to the runway, what we'll do is we're going to arrest the descent. In other words, we're going to land. Transition from flight to ground. Alright, speed checks flaps 3. And the way we'll do that is we'll just pull back on the stick. And as I'm telling you to do that, I'll say bring the thrust levers back to idle. That'll be about the time we hear 50. The airplane will say 50. Then look at the end of the runway and get yourself lined back up. There you go. In other words, point the nose of the aircraft right there. And flaps full. Cabin signal has been given. Request a speed landing gear, we're down to the green, and ECAM memo landing, no blue. That's your runway, you're cleared to land. So, outside at the end of the runway, inside at your instruments. Outside at the end of the runway, it's just a constant dance. And then just to the right of the runway, you see those 2 white lights and 2 red lights?
Yep.
Yes.
That means you are perfectly on glide path. If you see 4 red lights, the saying is 4 red, you're dead. Because you're too low. If you see all white lights, white over white, you're out of sight. You're too high.
And that's all controlled by the airport.
It is.
Okay.
Yep. All right, so see how you're drifting a little right? Just nose it over to the left again. Looking at the end of the runway to line you.
My feet are still not on the pedals.
Go ahead and put your feet on the pedals, and you can feel how this will actually yaw
Oh
the
my
airplane
gosh.
back and forth. Okay, looking at the end of the runway. Good. Looking real good. Nose it over just a little bit. Okay. See how you're drifting a little left? Just bring it a touch to the right.
100.
A little bit more. There you go. Start bringing the thrust levers back to idle
30.
and pull it back.
23 down.
Oh my gosh.
Ah!
Okay, now you're on the rudder pedals and you're steering. Follow me. Feel that?
Yeah.
That's how we steer. And then we bring these up for reverse thrust. All right, you're on the rudder all by yourself. So, right, go the other direction.
Oh, I see.
Yep. A little bit more to the right. Stomp on it.
Right.
Other direction. There you go.
Wow.
A little bit more. Get it, the nose back to the center line.
This is as close as you can get to reality, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. See how you're drifting left? Step on the right.
That's some force. You gotta nail that hard.
Yeah.
Wow.
She'll come to a stop here. All right, now slide your feet up and step on the top of the rudders, and that's your brake.
Wow.
And we'll set the brakes.
Holy crap.